What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the best smelling fraternity in America, the Fragrance Fraternity. Today, I was tagged by the one and only Dedrick Hicks Jr., one of the best in the game of online fragrance content creation. Definitely check out his channel. The man knows what is up, and he knows good sense. He definitely has got you covered. All kinds of recommendations, really fun, entertaining content. Just an overall positive, loving dude who has his life on track, and just someone that you can really look at as an online sort of role model. And I'm just blessed that he would even think to include me in a tag, and he would even mention my name in the tag video. So Dedrick, thank you so much, my guy. I'm going to bring you guys 5 fragrances today that I've kind of fallen out of love with. This tag video comes at a perfect time because my last video was 5 fragrances that I didn't really like until I did, and this one is kind of the opposite. 5 fragrances that I did like until I didn't. Tag comes in with the perfect timing. Let's get started here with the first one. This is Moschino Toy Boy, everyone's favorite little teddy bear in the fragrance game. I was really hyped when I got this one in, thought it smelled very unique, very interesting. It's a very prominent cedarwood and rose fragrance, and a rose fragrance that at first I considered to be very masculine and very interesting and very mysterious. I really enjoyed wearing it the first couple times, but as I wore it more, and once it gets more into the dry down, that rose really comes out. And I found myself, I think I was standing in line somewhere one time, and I was smelling my sillage, and I got a weird kind of thought in my mind. I'm like, man, do I just smell like an old lady, like an old grandma? Something about the way that rose was coming across once it dried down. I just got these old lady thoughts in my head, started to get super self-conscious, and I really haven't worn it since. Still an interesting fragrance, still I think a pretty good fragrance, especially for rose lovers, but for me personally, this one is staying below the elbow. I'm doing test sprays on the hand. This one, yeah, it's more one that I like to pick up, smell the cap, put it back. It's not going to be touching the neck anytime soon, but still a cool one to just kind of show off, and yeah, a fun bottle if nothing else. Next one up, we have is Bulgari's Blue, or BLV. This is a very interesting fragrance. It's got a kind of floral component to it. It's got a kind of powdery component, and it really is perfect for the springtime, which is when I'm filming this video. So you would think that I'd be really gravitating towards it. And I have gotten some use out of it. I do have a little bit of a dent. This is a 30 ml, so it's not like a crazy amount of wearing. But recently, I've noticed that when I'm craving something a little fresh and powdery, I'm mostly just going with Prada L'Homme. And for some reason, this fragrance kind of competes head-to-head with Prada L'Homme all the time. They don't smell exactly the same, but they do sort of have that fresh, powdery, similar type of vibe going on with them. And Prada L'Homme wins out over this one every single time I get in the mood for that sort of fragrance, and this one just kind of has gotten pushed to the back. I think it's a good fragrance. I think some people out there are going to really enjoy it. It's just not me when I wear it. It just doesn't match my energy, just doesn't match my personality maybe, and just doesn't feel like it is an extension of my wardrobe, which is really what fragrances are. So Bulgari Blue, who knows, may come around to that one. Next one up we have is Azzaro Chrome. This is Chrome Legend. Again, a little 30 ml. Thankfully, with these fragrances that I'm kind of falling out of love with, I am only getting the 30 ml, so that's working out pretty well for me. This is a tea-based fragrance. There is another tea-based fragrance called Chrome United in this line, and I find myself going much more for Chrome United and just picking it over when I'm in the mood for a tea-based fragrance, or Bulgari's Pour Homme, or I do have a nice clone of BDK's Gris Charnel, which is a tea-based and fig fragrance as well. So just as far as when I'm in the mood for a tea-based fragrance, this is not one that I've really found myself reaching for. When I first got it in, I did enjoy how metallic it is. This one's really like sharp, and if you're looking for a fragrance with good performance that has a real like edge to it, this is definitely that. But for me personally, as I've worn this, it's just a little bit too metallic, and I would wear Chrome Extreme, Chrome United, Chrome EDP, or maybe even the original Chrome over Chrome Legend. It kind of falls near the bottom of the Chrome hierarchy for me. So Chrome Legend, the third fragrance that I've pretty much fallen completely out of love with. Next one we have is Davidoff's Grapefruit and Sage. Very simple, no breakdown, just grapefruit and sage here. The opening on this one is actually quite appealing and quite modern, and I did get some use out of it and enjoyment. But as it dries down, that sage just becomes more prominent, becomes very herbal, and just not really my jam anymore. I was enjoying it at first, and it does smell professional. I think it's good for the office, and don't get me wrong, I don't think it's a bad fragrance. Just the dry down and the herbal like prominence that comes about as it comes down is, yeah, no bueno, not for me, not anymore. Not a huge breakup with this one, but a breakup nonetheless. Sorry, Grapefruit and Sage. I'm going with Davidoff Coolwater Wave over this one pretty much every single time at this point. And I do enjoy Coolwater Wave a lot. Last one we have is Hollister Free Wave. This is a ginger-based fragrance, and as you can see, there's a healthy dent in this bottle. I went absolutely crazy when I first got this. I was just spraying this non-stop. I was just going really hard. You know, sometimes it's fun to just freaking go ham on the trigger with these fragrances. That's what I was doing here. This fragrance smells like a preppy teenager. I had a good friend back in middle school and freshman year of high school. He would always wear these like polo shirts, and he was really well dressed for our age. And you know, kids are mean. I was probably said some things that I shouldn't have said as a kid, and our friend group, we'd always give him a hard time for, you know, dressing all preppy and being all put together and stuff all the time. Just dumb kid nonsense. But this fragrance really reminded me of him, kind of brought that nostalgia of those times when we had those like preppy kids in middle school or whatever. They'd be wearing something that smells like this. So I enjoyed the nostalgia that I got with this fragrance, and I kind of got that out, and now I'm just kind of over it. I do have some other ginger fragrances that I'd much rather wear over this, specifically John Lowe Immortal. I do have Ingenious Ginger by Goldfield and Banks. So, you know, as you go along your fragrance journey and you start to get higher quality stuff and you start to accumulate / hoard more and more of these scents, you have some scents like this that just kind of get pushed to the back and kind of get relegated in one way or another. So Hollister Free Wave, we had a good run, but you just ain't the one for me, babe. That's it for today. I appreciate the tag again. Let me know in the comments down below, what's a fragrance that you enjoyed but you maybe had a nasty breakup with. I would love to hear about it. I want to tag some channels. I want to tag Trevor, TZ Fragrance. I want to tag Nate over at Paragon Fragrances. And I want to tag the dude, Randy, at Fragrance Dude. Check those channels out. Awesome content from all of them. I appreciate your time here at the best smelling fraternity in the freaking world, the Fragrance Fraternity. Keep being a positive member of your society. Good vibes, good energy. Uplift those around you. Be a source of positivity for yourself, for your family, for your friends, for everybody. Thank you guys. Catch you on the next one. Keep smelling good out there. Peace.